Right after yesterday's shopping fail, I've had word that Morrison's in Berwick-upon-Tweed is pretty empty of people this afternoon, and there's no queue, so I'm going to head off there. If there is a bit of a queue by the time I get there, then I will wait and I will do my shopping. We've seen on the news there's apparently 42,000 confirmed cases of the thing in the UK, and another 708 people have died in the last 24 hours. So it's yeah, we are situation critical, aren't we? But I've got to go and do my shopping, so I should be very careful and responsible. Luckily I don't come into contact with anybody in my personal life anyway normally, so it's not like I'm going to be spreading anything to anybody particularly, but there's always the risk, so yes, I will be very careful. I've also had some news about a close family bereavement, but this isn't the place for that. It's not related to the current situation. It was something that was already ongoing. So, but I'm good, and the family are good. There won't be a funeral for us to go to, of course, at the moment, but there will be a wake later in the year when we're all able to get out and about, so there we go. So I shall get a wee drink during my shopping. I shall toast that particular person tonight, and I need to wash my hair as well. I look like a tramp. Oh dear. I've nothing against tramps. Don't get, oh no. The word tramp is derogatory anyway. I don't mean anything against anybody. I'm a hippie, look at me. I don't mean anything bad about anybody. Right, I'm a hippie who's going to drive in his dirty petrol car to go and get some shopping during a pandemic. Right, off we go. Put the window down a bit. Come on, you bugger. There we go. I do hope this car lasts a while yet. It's getting more rattly, you know. Considering it only went out for a drive yesterday. It sounded a bit like it's... oh, we're alright yet. Been out of use for a while. Right, the reason for today's trip, mind you, I will have probably used the bit I just recorded on my phone before setting off, so you will know the reason for the trip. So we're going in the opposite direction to yesterday, and we're going to head off into England, the country of my birth. Although nowhere near here, very far from here, but anyway. I always like to take that wide just in case there's somebody coming the other way, because people quite often do pull out quite wide there. There we go, Berwick-upon-Tweed, 14 miles. And we get to cross the Tweed. In fact, we'll be crossing it twice, but avoid that. Here we go. But the first time we cross it today is over this glorious bridge. Just look at this. Oh yeah. England! Welcome to Cornhill-on-Tweed. It's a nice wee place as well. There's lots of lovely wee places around the borders, either side of the border. It's a nice part of the world. Right, if I were going to work, which of course I'm not at the moment, but if I were going to work, I'd be turning right at this roundabout and driving about another 7 miles. And give her all she's got, Captain. Oh, come on. Come on, third gear up to 60. Come on. Come on. Bang goes the timing chain. Now we're okay for now. There we go. I can pretty much hit this 30, having just engine braked down to 30. Yep. I'm a great advocate of using your brakes as little as required. Although, of course, brakes are much easier to replace than an engine and a gearbox, but details! Oh, that's a venerable old beast. And so's the car. I'll say it again, I've said it in other videos, I think that was more than 30. There is no need just to get to your destination, what, a minute, half a minute sooner? You're not an emergency service, so stop it. Is it worth losing your licence by going really silly on the roads? Is it worth somebody losing their life? No. Here endeth the lecture. My head is in that sort of place at the moment due to very recent news. So there we go, and here we go again. That's 50. That roundabout sign is somewhat faded. Right, we'll not go through the centre of the town itself, we shall skirt it round the the bypass. We are crossing the River Tweed once more. Can I avoid the bumps? Largely. Well, that car that was waiting there didn't quite wait for me to actually exit the roundabout. Just as he went out of view for the video, I should think, he set off, so thanks for that, Mr. Motorist Man. Here we are at Les Supermarchés. I don't know why I've kind of Frenchicised Morrison's, but I have. Frenchicised? That's a terrible, terrible term. Right. Well, I've just done my shopping at Morrison's. I've just sanitised my hands before I got in the car. Interesting experience, but not unpleasant. The staff were very good, actually. They were very good indeed. Yeah, that was a good experience, as good as shopping can go. That might be one of the best shopping experiences of my life so far. Make of that what you will. In these times, you've got to find pleasure where you can when you're allowed to be out and about. Right, I'm going to set off home now. I'm just debating with myself whether to do a little bit of an interesting route back. Although I know it's probably irresponsible, but oh man, we're in what we're in. Yeah, I'll set off and we'll see where we go. Fair enough. There is something about the engine in this car that does sound kind of funny, but it's always been a bit growly. These overhead cam 16 valve Vauxhall engines or General Motors engines, whatever they are, they've always been a bit growly. But as I've said in previous videos, it is 143,000 miles on it, so. Right, I think we'll go through the town just to see what it's looking like. I've not been through there for a couple of weeks. Last time I was in Berwick, it was already pretty quiet, and that was before the current lockdown. it's pretty quiet. It is to be expected. There's my vape shop on the left that I usually go to. Of course it's currently closed, so I ordered some stuff from the company online. Let's go right down the bottom of the town, I think. Because why not? I've not been down here for a long time. Oh, bump. So this is the original road and pedestrian bridge in Berwick, crossing the Tweed. The newer bridge is to the right of us, and the old rail bridge is further to the right. The island of Lindisfarne off to the left, well, a few miles to the left, but we're not going there today. This drive itself is irresponsible, to be honest. I shouldn't be driving this far away from home to get back home. But I probably won't drive again for a couple of weeks, and I'm keeping myself to myself. I'm not going to be seeing anybody. This is one of the reasons I wanted to come this way. Just look at this. Absolutely splendid. Beautiful. And this was the second reason I wanted to come this way. Look at that bridge. Just look at the view. This is a beautiful land. And, this isn't even Scotland right now, this is Northumberland. Not that it really matters, it's just all beautiful up here. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. So this is Wooler. It's a nice wee place. And here's a nice wee bridge. Lots of lovely bridges around these parts, because there's lots of lovely stretches of water as well. I'm yet to actually venture into the town centre, but won't be doing that today. Oh, nearly got a pheasant. You silly bugger. As I said in the previous video, I've not hit a pheasant with this car yet, and I don't intend to. Crikey. Well, as I mentioned in the previous video, this road is the A697, which runs all the way from Morpeth up to Edinburgh. There's about 70 miles altogether. In fact, no, I think it's more than that. Yep, this is the road I live on, albeit probably about 15 miles from where I currently am now. Oh, there's another one. Very civilised. Thank you very much, Mr. Pheasant. So this is Millfield. There is an airfield here, which is popular with small planes and gliders, I think. More pheasants. They were completely nonplussed. They're still there, eating whatever they're eating in the road. Good on them. And another one, wow. They're out in force at the moment. There's one that didn't make it, unfortunately. Probably because there's so little traffic. They're having a field day, or a road day, or just a happy pheasant day. They are majestic creatures. I did have one ride on front of my train once, driving my steam train for work, which is just a couple of miles from where we currently are now. I've chased quite a few driving the train, but we average about 7 or 8 miles an hour normally, so it's very easy to stop if need be, if there's something in the way. But I have chased quite a few, and there's been a few hares. I did have one apparently that did actually jump up onto the front footplate on the steam loco and sat there for about 20 seconds before taking off. Presumably when it realised that the front end of a steam engine is quite a warm place to sit. But there's a little hair in the brush there at the side. Yeah, it was one of the passengers that told me later that I'd had a pheasant riding on the front of the engine, because, well, when you drive in the engine, you can't see that part of it. But apparently, this pheasant had a ride on the front of my steam train, which is quite comical. Welcome back to Cornhill-on-Tweed. We are still in England, in Northumberland, just for this last mile or so, and then we shall be home. Passing of the Tweed one final time on this beautiful bridge. Scotland welcomes you. Thank you very much indeed. Bit of road just here, this bit that's patched in, it always pulls the car to the left.